I just sat here and listened to the 13th, 22nd, and me channel videos made today. Oh my gosh. Love is so amazing, amazing. So amazing to be loved. I follow you to the moon and the sky above. Well, you did. See, what happens is there's a signal on this phone. It bounces off that tower and then goes to that tower or that tower, depending on what direction I'm in. And then it goes up. No, it doesn't go to the moon. You're right. It goes to satellites. Okay. Sorry. Well, to ancient people, it's like going to the moon and shit. Yeah, I think you do. You have to leave the atmosphere, or the satellites in the atmosphere? Well, I think they burn up in the atmosphere, so they have to be outside the atmosphere, right? Well, it must be some heavy tech, man. Yeah. Well, it's pretty intense, man. How to mind fuck with intense science precision. Yeah, we suck. I know. Okay. I mean, if you're not using technology to share it's so amazing to be loved. I follow you to the moon and the sky above. Why the fuck would I go to the moon? Is there water on the moon? No. Is there candy bars on the moon? No. How would I love my wife and kids on the moon if that was the first time? Now, Linda Creed's cute, but she's crazy. Linda Creed's crazy. She's crazy. Owner of the first house on the moon. There'd be no neighbors. Why would you? Population booms. The Benegas just had a baby. So did they. Oh my gosh. Those are the best population booms in the history of the world. Pink or blue, pink or blue. Right? Two pinks. Whoa. Right? Did you want a blue? We're still working on it. Okay. Yeah, boy blue hallelujah, right? I felt bad for him on that thing because did they make fun of you out of school? Boy blue? Oh, come on, BJ Thomas. Tell the truth, right? I know how these motherfuckers are. My name's Ralph Earl Parsons Jr. Okay? My own mother-in-law. Wow, you're a double barfer. You bet your ass, Mom. More people are worshiping me every night than yelling, oh God, having really good sex. More people get drunk than have really good sex. I'm certain of it. I've heard women being raped in the alley in Cumberland County, and the cops told me to mind my own business or I'd get arrested. I'm your porcelain god. Ralph Earl! Thank you. Junior, second coming. Blah! Sorry, Ralph Earl. But my dog can say my name, say my name. People say he's crazy, but their brains are lazy. Yeah, he calls me by name. Earl? All you drunks call me by name too. And when you're, depending on how you, Ralph or Earl, you talk to me more than the Christians do. Because they have a cartoon character that wants to kill people for money. You're saying, help me through this. I promise I'll never get drunk again. Just help me have sex with the neighbor. And I'm oh so good. And I'm oh so right. And I'm oh so healthy in my body and my mind. It's crazy. Don't adore the girl next door and dying to get at her. No. Just live your life. Live your life. But let live everybody. Right? Just live your life. And live it well. Okay? And the one that is living their life well and then notices, oh my gosh, he's very kind. He's thoughtful. Strong. Considerate. Empathetic. I want to go rebuild a schoolhouse in Indiana to our house for our kids. Yeah, let's go. Let's get the hell out of New York. Yeah, escape from New York. Come on, Goldie Hawn, bring your kids. Kurt, come on, let's get out of here. Come on, computer sneakers. World's greatest ever. That's Jan Michael Vincent. Is he still with us? I think he might have passed away a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Right? Yeah, no, this is the orange one. I don't have the Simply Red version. I'm listening to it going, no, that's the Blue Notes. We've been through. You should understand me like I understand you. Everybody else like the teddy bear. I love the teddy bear, man. Remember LaTanya Joshua laughing at me because he got in that accident before they ended up in Denver? And I was sitting there, I was gonna make Rodney take me to the concert. And Latanya's like, well, you want to go to Teddy Pendergrass? Yeah, they say the ladies take their bras off and throw it at them. She can't be with all of them, and 35 is their sexual peak. I can help them out, take care of one of them. She goes, Earl, you crazy. Coach, it was his health class. Coach Iceland's laughing his ass off. He's like, Earl, I was like, I would go to the drugstore, sir. Or ask her if she took care of it. I don't know if I'd ask her if it takes care of it. Have a 35-year-old woman show up at my door with, well, Dad, what happened? Teddy Pendergrass concert? Just wash your body out, wash me, rub me down with some hot oils, baby. And I will do the same for you. And what happened? This is my wife. She's 80 years old. We got married at a Teddy Pendergrass concert back in high school, junior high. I was junior high, freshman year. Right, that's funny. So, and that accident was just the Lord looking out for me, right? No, Rodney would have took me. I've hooked up with him. Oh, yeah. I'm charming. I was cute. I looked like a cross between Ralph Macchio and Freddie Prinze Jr.'s son. I was good looking. I was Cruz. The girls were like, whoa, he's cute. Yeah, lots of girls thought I was cute, but I had a bad reputation of being a drug dealer that sold drugs to my own sister and my own best friend. And I was worse than James Spader and scarier. Because people were terrified of me. That guy will kill you. He's crazy. And he's bisexual. And I was bisexual. That was the funniest part. We go to cross-country practice. We'd be late because we had to go make sure Jamie was okay. Right, Bob's little brother. And I just went to work out to get in shape, right? And so I'd go with Bob, and I was like, why don't you just let me check on Jamie, and you just go to practice? He goes, nah, I don't go practice alone. Just come with me. So and Coach Tubeck was from Philly and was poor. So he understood. He didn't do like Coach Kendall, run. It's like, but the kid who's the Thompson kid's dad's a lawyer and shit, and he's worried about making the basketball team or playing a lot, and he goes to therapy, and he's late, and the dad comes in, I took him to therapy. He's been stressed about all this. It's like, and we're not stressed? Me and Bobby got to make sure that his kid, oh, son of a bitch, that his little brother and sister get home all right from school, like with Ray. Same thing happened with Ray Andrews. And we were running all practice. And the rich kids, dad comes in, he had to go to therapy, he had to go to a sports therapist. It's like, what the fuck? What happened? I had to make sure that no one kidnapped and sexually assaulted the single mother's children. Oh! Well, you run all practice. Yeah, I'll run all practice. You're a bad kid. I'm a bad kid. I'm a drug dealer. I'm less than zero. I'm worse than James Spader. I'm the worst. I'm worse than Denzel Washington. I'm worse than Forrest Whitaker. I'm worse than, who else plays a drug dealer in movies? I'm worse than Jimmy Smits. Worse than Jimmy Smits. That son of a bitch. He tried to kill Billy Crystal's ex-wife. Son of a basket eater. That wasn't real. It was just a movie. Oh, Jimmy Smith's a pretty good guy? Good, because he looks a lot like my best friend Paul growing up and my Mr. Ponce, his dad. Okay. He reminds me of Familia. Right. Okay, so Earl, you're funny. I know! These videos are brilliant if you're paying attention. If you're not paying attention, it's like, well, what's this fucker talking about? He's fat shit fucking crazy. Chambliss, when I was hearing that name, I remember the kid from Fair State. Yeah, I watched the Division II championships because I'm fond of the Western New Mexico Mustangs, the Eastern New Mexico Greyhounds, and the New Mexico Highlands Cowboys. Also, the Fort Lewis Skyhawks, who used to be the Raiders, and the Western State Mountaineers, and Southern Colorado Indians. No, it's CSU Pueblo Thunder Wolves. Right, sorry. And the Colorado they used to be Mesa State. I thought they were the Thunderbirds, but I guess they're Mavericks. Which one was Thunderbirds? One of them was Thunderbirds. That's Southern Utah. They've always been. Yeah, I'm fond of Southern Utah too. Oh, Cedar City was one of the favorite towns we ever went through. I went through it. It's like, this is gorgeous, man. It's like Flagstaff, but smaller. So pretty. I was just, this town is so neat. I went through it, and I just felt a connection to family. And then years later, I realized it was a connection to some of Brigham Young's half-black children that lived in that area. Yeah. So, Viva la familia, life's eternal, grace is infinite, God's omnipotent and omnificent. Viva la familia. Okay, so Earl, you're funny. I know. But yeah, when I listen to these, it's like, how could anybody else watch anything else on television? Oh God, I love this song. Don't you guys love this song? This is one of my favorites. I was gonna send it and load it to Patrick, but he has the internet. Just tell him, go listen to some of Sal's Spanish songs and see which ones you like, son. You can't like them for him. So I love that song. Oh, look, it's Sonny Jam, Southern Gentleman. One of old Jack Nixon's favorites. Yeah, those were my favorite when I was a kid. True love's a blessing. I liked Young Love, but this was my favorite. Well, because I'm a kid and you need something fun to bounce to in the chair. Because I used to bounce in a chair. Like lots of kids with Down syndrome and what they consider mental and emotional disabilities. I didn't dance, I bounced in the chair. Okay. Well, I was an amazing dancer. I was always probably the best dancer at every school I went to. Yeah, not choreographed. Best hip hop is free flow. And the best dance is improv. It's you're dancing. When you're being told what to do, you're not dancing, you're following instructions. Dancing is Amy Pepper Patty, Natty Pepper Patty, and just let your body go and just keep in rhythm and tempo, and then you just move. And it's fun. That's where dancing came from, guys. It wasn't, no, do it my way or you'll leave the room. I'm Fred Willard and I support this message, right? Remember Fred Willard? Okay. But it wasn't he the guy who owned the big Wally World Mart thing too? Okay, but he was on Real People with Brian Allen, Skip Adams. Yeah, Skip was funny. He reminded me of Steve McCubbin, this kid I knew from Michigan in elementary school at Marshall. He was hilarious. He'd always do his tongue before he made a move. And then when he'd cross you over, he'd whomp that butt. He had me laughing so hard I could hardly play defense. And then everybody would do that. Ron would do it. They would sit there and then they all started saying that too. Whomp that butt. And it's almost like Tigger, I whomped your butt. Wonderful thing about Tiggers is they always whomp your butt. I'm the only Tigger that ever whomps your butt. It was funny. He's a good guy. Yeah. Our basketball crew consisted of Lori Feidel, April, Selena, those are the girls, and Steve McCubbin, great and wonderful, the great and amazing, powerful Tracy Osmond, the Oz. Mark didn't play that much. He was just part of the comedy crew. Matt, not Mark. Mark, what was Matt's last name again? His dad was a political satirist on PBS. He was funny. But Matt was hilarious. He didn't play basketball. He was an athlete. He was a comedian. He was a comedian of the group. Steve Mangione used to play with us. Yeah. That's, Chuck Mangione's nephew from Buffalo, New York there. I met a lot of cool kids in Tucson. It was fun. Who else was in there? Ron Reynolds. Oh, and of course, my best friend, Stephen Vargas. Stephen Reynolds. Because Reynolds can roll his R's. So you're supposed to roll your R's. Stephen Vargas. And Selena used to always laugh at Ron, you were an idiot. He was. Ronald, we'd always sit there and Ron Rentals. He was a dork, man. He had harassed the hell out of that poor Wilbur kid. Wilbur was a pocket protecting nerd and Ron always and I was like, you need to take it easy on Wilbur. He's kind of a nice guy. Well, he probably works for the National Security Agency now. He never mentioned me. Oh, I thought Ron did the same thing to me. Ron was the one who sold my sister's Foxy and Sun tapes So we would sit in class all day trying to say who stole the tapes. And then Ron would always blame Wilbur, and Wilbur would always go, I didn't do it. Well, I think it's because of the pictures on the front, because the Sun tape had women sunbathing in the nude, but they didn't show any of their body parts. One was black, one was white, the other was Asian, right? Son, you know, boom, ba-doo, boom, ba-doo, 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 boom. When you put your hand in mine, girl, you make me feel so fine. And their biggest Slow Rider hit, I had a choice, but I chose wrong. I made a promise, Earl, to leave it alone. You gave me trust. I threw it away early, please. Earl rhymes with girl. It was Baby Please. Yeah, it's Baby Please. Right, such a good song, isn't it? Don't you love Tommy Edwards? I love Tommy Edwards. But guys, left behind is every chance you have to stand up to live the Lord's Prayer so we can live the faith of Psalms and the wisdom of Proverbs. Every day you deny it, you get left behind in hell. That's what left behind is. Okay, Kurt? Okay, James? All right, stop worrying about Blaise Pascal. To worry about what happens after your death is folly if you're not living the perfection of the truth of the faith of the gospel. Está aquí hoy. Orale! Okay? Take a look around you. What's happening? Are you crazy? Is your brain lazy? Have you lost your mind? Do you think you're a successful philanthropist? Well, then you most likely lost your mind in your philanthropy. Okay, I love you.